What up? Pink ladies, T-Birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is JImmiPynk. And when did I go from being a badass to an errand boy? Damn, my tongue pops are progressively getting worse. But, hi everybody. We are going to talk about Claws Season 2, Episode 4. I don't know what the name of the episode was, but I'm going to call it the Quiet Ann episode. We learned a lot about Quiet Ann. We learned a lot about a lot of shit today, so let's go right on ahead into it. So, we see Quiet Ann waking up. She gets a phone call. Well, first of all, she gets text messages from everybody in the shop asking for a favor. Then, she gets a phone call. Now, we just found out, not last episode, episode before last, the Quiet Ann had a baby at a young age that her parents forced her to give up for adoption. She and Arlene were going to adopt a baby, and they had a baby today. That sets Quiet Ann on a bad trip all day. So now the male strippers are also gigolos. So Polly is a pimp. But Dean's not allowed to do any of that. Then she has to pick up Clay, because she's still the subordinate to Clay too. So we just get a lot of internal monologue from Quiet Ann, and we kind of get, this is what she's thinking all along. Uncle Daddy just jumps out and punches somebody in the face because they stuck the middle finger up. They keep it moving. Ann's brother shows up, and as we're coming to dinner, I missed whose birthday it was, but she reluctantly ends up going. Well, the brother is gay too, but the brother is a state senator, so it's very quiet. It's very, he's very in the closet to everybody. And Ann looks at it like, well, he's the golden boy, and then here's me, and y'all, you want me to come, but okay, I'm going to come. So, in the meantime, Gregory, Dr. Haitian's mom, comes into the shop to get the girls' nails done, and hers as well. And she asking a whole lot of questions. Why at this age have you not ever been married? I felt the way. I'm 40, y'all. I ain't never been married. I'm like, well, damn, some of us just don't motherfucking settle. How about that? But, you know, they talk and she lets it slip. Well, if my only son is going to marry you. So now they end up having this spa day in a nice, sweet-ass new mansion. They all celebrating. They about to get married. And Quiet Ann is over here stewing. Like, oh, you just best friends with Zlatan now. And you gonna get to get married and stuff. But I gave up the love of my life for you. All this stuff. Girl, messy boots. Messy boots. So when Quiet Ann goes to dinner, and Quiet Ann was killing them in that red suit, wasn't she? I said, look at Quiet Ann dressed like a lady. So she goes to the dinner, and they kind of going in on her a little bit. And she ends up going. She takes that blunt out. She smoked that blunt. Now she come back and she lit, and she just like, fuck it. Then she yells, because when I came out of the closet, because she outs her brother. Or so we thought she outed her brother, because the mother already knew he was gay. And she like, hell, everybody gay. I'm gay. Your father is gay. And I thought like she was just saying that kind of an I am Spartacus thing, like everybody gay. No. Everybody gay. Mama and daddy, we've been in each other's beers for how many years now? I know y'all didn't think Auntie so-and-so was just a friend, right? We just keep it quiet. But they did get Quiet Ann together because they were like, we didn't walk away from you because you were gay. We walked away from you because you went to prison. Not better. But they're like, you squandered your opportunities in life. Here, Quiet Ann speaks 5 languages. And agree, and they like, and what you would just rather do is sit in front of a nail shop with a baseball bat. And come to find out, they just like, they have like a nice little conversation. They glossed over it a little bit, but they had like a nice little conversation about it was different when we were growing up to be gay. You can get killed in the street. And Ann's like, it's different now. You could be out, and the mother is like, don't make like it's that much different. It's still people out here getting killed for that. It's still people losing jobs and being discriminated against that. Be who you are. Just, we're going to keep it quiet around here. That was a lot. Also, the fact that the parents feel like they're not immigrants because they had asylum, not crossed over illegally, but they feel like it's a difference. So they have that conversation. We got some stuff this episode. And then even Desmond says that how many black women my age are single? Like, why is that a thing? And you know what? Yeah, I ain't in the minority. You might have boyfriends, you might have baby daddies, but how many of us is married? IJS. This episode severely had me in my feels. I was cracking up because Virginia Don't Know Finally by CeCe Peniston. Like, oh, that's a bop. Is that from the old school? I'm like, damn, that's only 20 years old. Damn, Virginia. But Dean twerking and practicing. Again, we're getting a lot more of how Virginia is going to have to learn how to deal with Dean and his autism. Like, if he say he needs to be alone, let him be alone. Because if he want to be around you, he'll tell you. So, there's that. The brother decides he's running for governor. And, of course, his stance is on drugs and prostitution. And she like, yeah, that sounds like my Tuesday. Inner monologue. The parents are still talking to her husband, talking about something. He's single. He willing to forgive you for trying to kill his girlfriend with a beer bottle. Well, we now know why Quiet Ann went to prison. She went for probably attempted manslaughter. And says, and by the way, that was my girlfriend. I said that in season 1. That they was probably fucking the same woman. I said that in season 1. Jen called drunk as hell. You can hear it in her voice. Here she comes, trying to drinking the damn wine right out the box in the store. Ain't got her money. Has some blue booms for him in her purse, trying to steal it. Quiet Ann's like, oh, well, I guess I gotta flash my booze. And we know Quiet Ann is like, not on that, but she like, predictable but expected. She just don't even like men, right? Then we got another fantasy sequence where they finally get Jen to a meeting. We get this fantasy sequence again. I'm like, all right, I'm about off these fantasy sequences, Claus. They're unnecessary. But it was real cute. Bryce and Jen singing their little I'm a drunk, I'm a crackhead song. It was real cute. Everybody dancing in the background. Roller can't dance a goddamn lick. How fucking disappointing. Unless he can, and that was like a character choice to try to make like he just so witted and hip and such a wigger that it's funny because he ain't got no sense of rhythm whatsoever. So maybe that was the joke. But it was a cute little song though. And then I was like, Quiet Ass. She like, wait, did that just happen? Because I'm like, apparently Bryce, Uncle Daddy, and Uncle Daddy and Roller really was there. And then Jen goes after him. Desmond is late to the meeting because they was all supposed to be there to support Jen. But she was late. And Bryce says he wants a divorce. Bryce is done. He's had it. Then it lets out, well, you just get ready because we're going to start a war. We're going to get some more soldiers. And now they're all like, well, Desmond, is you going to tell or what? She finally decides to ask Ann, and Ann, like, you want to talk to me about loyalty? And Ann went off twice this episode. Ann went off to her family, and Ann went off on the girls. And then Polly trying to tell her story, she goes off on Polly. Polly had a very good point. I might be pretending to be somebody else half my life, but you are too. This is a facade. Obviously, you don't tell us who you really are. Because I don't. Did y'all know that she spoke 5 languages? We didn't. I also didn't know she was Cuban, but that makes sense. They are in Florida. So she goes off, you heard me, bitch. She slaps Desna. They fight. Then she finally tells everybody what's going on. And they like, she ain't a cop no more. Go get her. Go get her. Go get her. So she goes to Arlene. And for the life of me, I knew this was going to be some bullshit when she called and got the voicemail and said, I'm the one that set you up. I was trying to protect Desna, but I want another chance. This and this and this and this. And I'm like, why did you tell her that? And I was hoping like she was going to erase the message, and she didn't. So Arlene calls her back. I'm not seeing anybody. She's just a friend. Meet me at my house. I'll be there. We think she in a car by herself. She looks out the window. Little Asian lady next to her like, you ready? Yeah, let's go. And we see the cop car. Bitch still a detective. She got her job back. They go and arrest Dr. Ken. So there's some shit that got to pop off some kind of fucking way. I was just like, oh. It was just a lot going on this episode, y'all. It was just a lot. And it was just the Quiet Ann show, and I was here for it. Because we know so much about Quiet Ann now. She says why she's quiet. But, you know, her parents also got her together, too, about that. Like, we didn't have no problem with you because you was gay. That is not what we had a problem with you about. So we learned a lot, and we learned that Ann does have some feelings that she had to get checked a couple times, too. She was right to pop off, but she had to get checked a couple times. But now, Arlene's still a cop, and you done told on yourself, so how we get out of this? And you done told on yourself. How are you going to get out of this? And if when you show up to her house, is she now going to arrest you? Because you confessed. That is illegal. You can't drug somebody. That's illegal. And Dr. Ken got arrested. And Marty wants to join the Nation of Islam so bad. I do not understand where that came from and what that storyline is all about. But then Polly calls her, what you call her, Lillian. I said, is Lillian the twin? Because here's the thing, we found out, I didn't talk about it last episode, we found out that Polly had a twin. Now what I think is, and y'all know I be having my predictions, that's probably the first person's identity she ever took was her twin sister, because that would be an easy one to take. And she probably got into some shit, and somebody was looking for her in some kind of way, got her sister killed. Or got her sister in some kind of trouble that her sister or her don't speak no more. But I think probably she did some old shady shit under her sister's name, and they was looking for her ass and found the sister, and because they're twins and they look alike, didn't know that they had the wrong person and killed her sister. And that's why she like saying, I'm never going to let you go. I feel like that's along where the storyline is going to go with that. But this was a great episode. They did do what I've been saying. You can do some things about, you can put a message into the storyline. Them talking about the immigration versus them being exiles. And Quiet Ann saying, like, you starting to sound like them, you know, like the racist white people, like, we immigrants. You know, again, we brought up, not only that, but some things about equality for gay people. But it all fit into the script this time. It wasn't forced down my throat. If you're going to put your message in there, that's what it needs to be. It needs to make sense. It needs to be part of the plot. Not some random fantasy sequence, even though we did get the random fantasy sequence. And then Quiet Hand was funny too. So you know, we was getting all that stuff when they was singing the song. And you know, she was singing the stuff because she was up in her monologue. And then she was singing the song. Oh, damn, it's stuck in my head. This was a great episode. This may have been my favorite episode this season. This felt like Claw's last season to me. This is what it felt like to me. But I seen the preview for next episode too, and I'm here for it. And again, we know Arlene is still a cop. We know she just arrested Ken. They're gonna be interrogating Ken. You know Ken's soft pussy as hell. So he gonna tell. But I hope who he tells is the Russians, so they can get a leg up. Because at the end of the day, yeah, Zlata is putting money in their pocket. But something ain't right about Zlata. Is y'all really letting off fireworks? The 4th of July is in 3 days. It's only the 1st. These motherfuckers is outside letting off motherfucking fireworks. But anyway, that's it for me on Claws. Polls will probably be tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my patrons. As always, y'all know, y'all do so much for me. I love y'all to death. As well as those who have also donated through my PayPal as well. If you don't have it to do monthly, if you don't have $1 to do monthly, you can always shoot me a couple bucks through my PayPal.me. That's up there somewhere, and it's also in the description below. While you down there in that description below, though, do me a favor, go ahead and click that notification bell so you know when all the other reviews are up. And if you're not a Pink Lady or a T-Bird, go on down there and become one. Click that subscribe button. Still on the strive for 5. Still on the strive for 5, and also thank you because I am over 1 million views now, so thank you, all of you, for that. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Keep it greasy. Business. Oh! Well, shit. Y'all probably clicked off the video already. The clause goes as follows. Keep it dreezy. Deuces. Did I say dreezy? God damn it.
Kamehameha attackers blazing, I'm so amazing. Japanimation, the anime on your cartoon station. So fulfilling, no adults swimming for about an hour. Revealing power, unorthodox amongst these cowards. Full transformation for Optimus Prime transformation. A good vibration from